couple of weeks ago, I ordered a soil analysis of the soil in my garden. The instructions said to dig in several different places in the garden and then collect all the samples and mix them together. So that's what I did, and then I put them in a little box with a plastic bag around it, and I sent them into the Swedish Agricultural Society. It's been a couple of weeks now, and the results are in. I received an email containing 2 reports, and I thought I'd go through them. The first report was the actual analysis, results of the analysis, and the other one was a document talking about how to read the analysis and what the figures meant, and what to do, if anything, about the state of the soil. So the first thing here I thought was very interesting. It's a chart of how the pH level of the soil or controls how much of different nutrients that the soil is able to take up. And it seems where most of these bands are broadest is the band between 6.5 and 7 pH. So just slightly acid. And as it happens, that is precisely what my pH turned out to be. Now, I'll first show you the first half of the results. They were divided into about 20 plus or so different numbers. And the first 10 or so are scrolling in front of you right now. And as I said before, the pH level was 6.8 average, which seems just about ideal. And I think that I usually put lime on the lawn, and most of the soil that I've dug up has been in the lawn or close to the lawn, so probably it's a bit lower actually elsewhere, so that seems just fine. Now, the one potential problem that I've found is when it comes to the balance of the different micronutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So these are their numbers for phosphorus, and as you can see, this is the Roman numeral 5, and for a different measure, it turned out to be the Roman numeral 4. So the numbers are divided into 5 classes, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. And the recommendations is usually to keep numbers at about a 3. So the phosphorus levels are quite high, too high, according to all the different measures, actually. And as it turns out, they are especially high when compared to the potassium levels, which I will show you right now. These are the potassium levels. As you can see, the first value lies in category 3, which seems fine. But then the other measure is in category 2, which is a bit low. And as we will see shortly, and at least this is how I interpret the numbers, this together with another measure is a bit low. And that measure is manganese. So as you can see here, 14 milligrams per 100 grams of soil of manganese, according to one measure. Then we have copper, which seems to be not that important, actually. I think that measure is fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. But then you can see this is an important ratio. The ratio between potassium and manganese. It's 1. And that, according to the report, is very low. It should be at least 2. So either you raise the potassium levels or you decrease the manganese levels. And it's much easier to raise the potassium levels. So that is what I will try to do. And I will also try to lower the phosphorus levels. So I will look out for what kind of nutrients I put in the garden henceforth. I know there are several popular brands, NPK, and I always just look to see that all of the numbers are high. But now I will try to get low phosphorus and high potassium. And then nitrogen, of course, you just need to have a high level of nitrogen at the right time in spring. Not too early, not too late to get things started. So that will take care of itself, and it flushes out readily once it's spent. So it's the levels of phosphorus and potassium that are important for me to look out for as I continue. So here are the second half of all the tests. Boron, calcium, iron, aluminium, and so forth. These numbers don't seem too important. And then at the end is different measures of the soil type. And the thing to mention there is that my soil wasn't actually that sandy. It is sandy, but it's got more organic matter and a bit more clay than I thought that it had. Not much, but still some. So here again are the numbers. Boron, very little, 0.3 milligrams per kilo of soil. Calcium, quite a lot more, 157 milligrams per 100 grams of soil. And I think that's pretty high, but I don't think it's a problem. Iron, 23 milligrams per 100 grams. I don't really know if that's too much or too little. I don't think it matters that much. I know that I want some iron in the lawn at least to keep it green. Then aluminium, 16 milligrams. And here are the soil type, the amount of organic matter and clay, some different measures. And then at the end, a cryptic code for just the kind of soil type. The Agricultural Society has actually developed a whole nomenclature to describe different soil types in many subcategories. So this is mine, and I can't even remember how to pronounce it. But as I said, not as sandy as I feared. So that's nice. And I will continue, of course, to amend the soil to increase the levels of organic matter. Yeah, so I'm not sure this analysis was worth the money. It actually cost me about $200. I have asked a friend who is a chemist to look through the report to help me to analyze the numbers some more. And also, in the price, actually, you can call the Agricultural Society's experts and get help to interpret the report, and also to get the tips on how to manage your soil. So I might do that. Well, that was it for today. I hope you found it interesting. See you. Bye.